Welcome to another Tech Help video brought to you by AccessLearningZone.com. I am your instructor, Richard Rost. In today's video, we're going to see how to search for a value in Microsoft Access, open the record if it exists, or ask to add as a new record if it does not exist. For example, you want to look up a customer by phone number. I'm sure you've had that happen in, Walgreens and CVS and all those companies do that, right? What's your phone number to get your bonus points? Type in the phone number. If the customer exists, open up the customer record. If not, say, hey, this phone number doesn't exist. Would you like to add this as a new customer? And if they say no to that, then we don't do anything. All right, that's what we're going to cover today. This is a developer level video, so to do this, we're going to need some code. Nothing crazy, maybe about 10 lines of code tops. And it's all logic stuff. So let's check out the question first, and then I'll show you what videos you need for prerequisites. Sophie from Laramie, Wyoming, one of my platinum members, says, is there a way I can look up a customer by their phone number, and if it doesn't exist, ask the user to add them as a new record? Yes, Sophie, definitely. We'll need a little bit of programming, so let's talk about the prerequisites first. If you've never done any VBA programming, go watch this. It's my intro to VBA. It'll teach you what you need to know to get started in about 20 minutes. Go watch this first. We're going to use an if-then statement, right? If the customer exists, then open them up. Else, add them as a new record, right? So go watch this next. We're going to use message box to ask them what they want to do, a yes or no response, right? Go watch this video after that one. We're going to use DLOOKUP to see if the phone number exists in the customer table in the first place. Very important function. Make sure you learn DLOOKUP. If DLOOKUP returns a null value, if it doesn't exist, well, we're going to convert that null value into a 0. So go learn about NZ. And we're going to kick all this stuff off with an after update event in a text box. Your user is going to type in the phone number, and then the after update event is going to fire off all that stuff I just mentioned. So see, this stuff is easy once you got all the prerequisites under your belt, right? Once you take once you get all the required knowledge, putting this all together is a piece of cake. All right, here we go. All right, this is my Tech Help free template. This is a free database. You can download a copy at my website. And all of those videos I just mentioned before this, those are all free too. So go watch all those. It's all free stuff, guys. It's like cheesy bread. You're free cheesy bread. You're free. No, I don't give away free cheesy bread. That's a commercial. Anyways, let's take the main menu here, and I'm going to hijack this box. And we are going to make this box be for the phone search. And this guy over here, it's currently current date. We're going to change that to phone search. And the control source will be blank because the user's going to type it in. The format, get rid of that. You can format this if you want to, or put an input mask on it, or whatever. That's all up to you. I think that's good for now. And what we're going to do is we're going to put an after update event in that box, or you could make a button. Again, these are your Legos. Put them together however you want. I'm just going to use an after update event that's going to fire off. It's going to look to see if that number exists in the table. If it does, it's going to open up that customer's form. Our customer's record in the customer form. And if not, it's going to say, hey, do you want to add this new? So how do we do that? Well, let's go to events. After update, ... That'll bring up my VB editor. Puts me right here in the phone search after update box. Okay, put some blank lines in here. And what's our code going to look like? Well, I'm going to look up an ID. So dim ID as along. Okay. And that ID is going to be equal to NZ DLOOKUP. What are we looking up? We're looking up the customer ID from the customer table where the phone equals whatever's in that phone search box. And it's going to look like this. Double quote, double quote, double quote, ampersand, phone search, ampersand, quote, 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 and then close that, comma, 0, close that, done. There's a lot to unpack there. If you're not familiar with this, that's because we have to put the actual criteria inside of quotes, inside of a string, so you need double quotes. Yeah, I got a whole separate video that explains that in more detail. Go watch this one. All right, so where the phone number equals whatever's in the phone search box, this whole thing, if it doesn't exist, will give you a null value, and that's what NZ is for. It'll convert that null value into a 0. Okay, so if the phone number exists at this point, we get the customer ID back. If it doesn't exist, we get a 0 back. So now we can say if ID equals 0, then, right, it doesn't exist. And we'll do some stuff. Otherwise, right, phone number exists. And we're going to do some other stuff. Okay, I always put my if-then blocks up first, unless I'm writing really, really simple code. Okay. Now, if it doesn't exist, we're going to ask the user, hey, do you want to add this as a new customer? So we're going to say if message box phone number does not exist, add as new customer, question mark, comma, what buttons do you want? You're going to go VB, yes, no, cancel. And I'm going to add to that VB question. That changes the little icon that comes with it. I like to go with yes, no, cancel. I mentioned this in a bunch of videos because sometimes if the user's not sure how to answer that question, they'll hit cancel, which is fine. And I just noticed I got Nabat. What is Nabat? Is that Klingon? Okay. So VB, yes, no, cancel, and the question icon, and then comma, let's go to the next line. The next thing is the title, right? Phone, let's see, let's call this add new. That's the title on top of the box. Okay. Now, if that comes back as VB yes, then we're going to do some more stuff, right? Add as a new customer. And then if not, else, do nothing. And do nothing is really just exit sub. End if. Okay. So now we got to add as a new customer right here. How do we do that? Well, let's open up the customer form in data entry mode. That's where you're adding in a record, and we'll set that field for them, right? So we're going to do command open form, customer F, comma, 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 wait for it, comma, there it is, data mode, AC form add. So it's going to open up the customer form, put us on a blank new record, and allow us to add a new record. And while we're here, let's be nice and set the phone number for them. So I'll say the phone field on the customer form is equal to whatever they typed in the search box. So forms, customer F, phone, that's the name of the field, equals phone search. What they typed in here. All right, so that's done. That's done. Now we're down here to phone number exists. And if the phone number exists, it's just a matter of opening up that specific record. So do command dot open form, customer F, comma, 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 where the customer ID equals and the ID that we got back from the DLOOKUP, that guy. All right, and that's it. That's it. Your code's done. All right, look it up. If it doesn't exist, ask them if they want to add it. If they say yes, add it. If not, do nothing. If it does exist, open up that customer record. Pretty straightforward, right? Give it a quick debug compile. All right, let's close it, save it, open it, and here we go. 716-555-1212, enter. Phone number doesn't exist. Add as a new customer? Sure. Look at that. It opened it up, put me on a blank new record, and it put the phone number in there. My record's dirty, so I can continue to enter it and do whatever I want. This is Joe Smith. Oh, thank you, Mr. Smith. All right, all done. If you want to, when you're done, you could blank this guy too. Where's the code? Let's go back to the code real quick. You could say, I would say for this one and this one, let's blank that. Let's say phone search equals nothing here. And phone search equals nothing here. Because in both of those cases, we're either adding it or we've looked it up. Do nothing might be that they typed it in wrong and you don't want to force them to type the whole thing in again. So maybe in this particular case, give them the chance they can just edit it. All right, so let's delete this. Let's try it again. 716-444-333. Yeah, 716 is my Buffalo days. I'm from Buffalo, New York originally. I live in Florida now. And enter. Doesn't exist. Add as a new customer. No. No, that's not right. Maybe it's 3322. Enter. No, that's not it either. Say no. No. Okay, let's say, no, you know what? Never mind. It was 716-555-1212. Oh, there you are, Mr. Smith. Okay, I got you. See? Every one of those conditions is now taken care of. And that's how you do it. If you've been following my videos for any amount of time, you know that I've been asking ChatGPT to do the same things that I just showed you how to do. And it gave surprisingly good code. I just asked it the same question that Sophie asked me, and it gave me pretty good instructions here. It used a slightly different method. I'm not a big fan of record set clone, but that's just me. It used a find first, which, okay, that works again. It used RS no match. All right, just a slightly different technique, but it basically got to the same results. I didn't type this in or plug this into my database to see if it works, but just at a glance, it looks like that's not bad code. So if you guys want to try it yourselves, check it out and see, and let me know if you have any problems with it. I asked Bard the same thing, and it doesn't look like Bard's on the right path here, so I'm going to say Bard failed that one. And then I went ahead and asked the question to Bing, the AI-powered Bing, and it looks like it's got some pretty good code here too as well. Again, it used a more complicated method than I would have. It used a record set, but there's nothing wrong with this one that I can see. So this one made you type in the first name and last name, which is beyond what I asked it to do, but okay, this should work. All right, we're going to update this slide now to the AI update instead of just ChatGPT update, because the other ones are coming along pretty nicely too. So I'm going to try using all three of them in the future videos. So I'm going to say definitely the AI is a good place to get started with your code, especially with a problem like this one. But if you really want to learn how to code, that's what I'm for. Still no substitution for a good human instructor, and that's me. So check out my developer classes if you want to learn more programming like you saw today. But there is your tech help video for today. I hope you learned something, my friends. Live long and prosper. I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and post any comments you may have. I do try to read and answer all of them as soon as I can. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, which is completely free, and click on the bell icon to select all to receive notifications when new videos are posted. Make sure you click the Show More link down below the video to find additional resources and links. You'll see a list of other videos, additional information related to the current topic, free lessons, and lots more. YouTube no longer sends out email notifications when new videos are posted, so if you'd like to get an email every time I post a video, click on the link to join my mailing list. Even if you don't want to become a member, feel free to donate to my tip jar. Your patronage is greatly appreciated and will help keep these free videos coming. I got puppies to feed. How do you become a member? Click on the Join button below the video. After you click the Join button, you'll see a list of all the different membership levels that are available, each with its own special perks. Silver members and up will get access to all of my extended cut tech help videos, one free beginner class each month, and more. Gold members get access to download all of the sample databases that I build in my tech help videos, plus my code vault, where I keep tons of different functions that I use. You'll also get a higher priority if you decide to submit any tech help questions to me, and you'll get one free expert class each month after you've finished the beginner series. Platinum members get all the previous perks, plus even higher priority for tech help questions, access to all of my full beginner courses for every subject, and one free developer class each month after you finish the expert classes. These are the full-length courses found on my website, not just for Access too. I also teach Word, Excel, Visual Basic, and lots more. You can now become a Diamond sponsor and have your name or company name listed on a sponsors page that will be shown in each video as long as you're a sponsor. You'll get a shout out in the video and a link to your website or product in the text below the video and on my website. But don't worry, these free tech help videos are going to keep coming. As long as you keep watching them, I'll keep making more, and they'll always be free. Now, if you have not yet tried my free Access Level 1 course, check it out now. It covers all the basics of Microsoft Access. It's over 4 hours long, and I just updated it for 2021. You can find it on my website or on my YouTube channel. I'll include a link below that you can click on. And also, if you like Level 1, Level 2 is just $1. Yep, that's all, $1, and it's free for all members of my YouTube channel at any level, even supporters. Want to have your question answered in a video just like this one? Visit my tech help page on my website. You can send me your question there. While you're on my site, feel free to stop by the Access Forum. Lots of good conversations happening there. Be sure to follow my blog, find me on Twitter, and of course, YouTube. Once again, my name is Richard Ross. Thank you for watching this tech help video brought to you by AccessLearningZone.com. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you learned something today. I'll see you again soon.